Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Volume 3, Chapter 8 of Book Talk. Tonight, we continue with our previous edition of reality TV and bring you Children's Books Part 2. Please stay tuned.
Batteries, a first aid kit, enough water for 3 days, a flashlight, transistor radio, a whistle, a dust mask, a plan.
Okay, listen up. This is important. Now, the proper technique takes years to master. Don't get down on yourselves if you don't get it right away. Observe.
Dad?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, John Robarts, and I'd like to welcome you to Book Talk. Tonight, I have two very, very special guests. My wife, Michelle Robarts, and our son, Stuart Robarts.
Hello, John.
Welcome to Book Talk. Want to say hi?
Hi.
Okay. Those of you who are regular guests and regular viewers, rather, I should say, may remember our reality TV show we did, I think it was a little more than a year ago, year and a half ago.
Maybe there should be
Where we shot some video of our own little tornado at home, telling us what he liked about children's books. So, tonight, with that in mind, we're going to do some more of that and share some of the ones that we've enjoyed and that Stuart's enjoyed and the ones that we've had a lot of fun with. Of course, as you can see, he's got a lot of energy. He really likes to be read to, though to see it right now, you might find that hard to believe. Stuart's 4, and right off the bat, here's one I know that he's liked a lot. Do you want to tell us about this one?
Well, that book is quite... I like that book. It's Boats Float.
Boats Float. Here we go. This one's called Why Does It Float? A Just
Why
Ask
Does It Float?
book. And it's a little bit of fun and a little bit of science all at the same time. And if we have a book that kind of tells us, you know, the why things work in the world.
That is a good
Just
thing.
Ask books. There's
Yep.
a series. Yeah.
And there's a whole series of these. And Stuart just absolutely loves them. This particular one, they kind of go through different animals and different boats, and they talk about doing experiments and all kinds of really interesting, fun, children style, but there's some substance to it. It talks about science, the whys, the hows. And
So your children to learn.
you can get them started in that at such a young and early age, and that's such a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of staying in that same vein, there's another book that he just begged us for, pleaded for it. We would go into one of the local large emporiums, and he'd run to that section right away and grab for it. And what book is it, sweetie?
That book.
And what's the name of it?
Thomas.
Here, tell the mic. What's the name?
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, right. Now, when I was a young man growing up, we didn't have books like this. This generation is so lucky. Of course, it has all kinds of train engine sounds, you know, character sounds, animal sounds, and it's interactive. So the child, as he looks through the book and reads the story, as you read to him and he's learning to read, he associates the sounds with pictures. He can push the buttons. He can entertain himself with them.
Yes, yes.
And what a wonderful thing. You know, Thomas the Tank Engine has been around since, what, the 40s, I believe?
Goodness.
You know?
Perhaps longer than that. Yes.
And it's really good because what I like about Thomas is it talks about the work ethic. You know,
Be kind to each other.
you know, it's got
Yes.
moral value to it. It isn't just what you see on TV so much anymore.
No, it's teaching good values that children need to learn.
You know, I know that there are a lot of pundits who want to talk about children having too much TV and so on, and I know that Stuart, he's had his share of it, but I don't think that you can replace, you know, this kind of lesson, you know, with some of these hyper flashy cartoons you see on TV. It's too high paced.
Yes.
And I think that's a factor in why a lot of children are high paced, you know, nowadays.
Yes, the attention spans seem to be narrowing.
You know,
Whereas, just say 20 years ago, a child's attention span was much more dedicated to a specific thing or subject, and learning about it. Now, a child becomes bored very quickly within just a few seconds, which can be difficult.
tell us what you think about Thomas. What do you like about Thomas?
Well, it's the buttons I like about Thomas.
Anything else?
What does Thomas teach, honey? What do you learn from Thomas?
I don't know.
You learn to help each other
I learned to help each other
and to be nice to one another.
and to be nice to one another.
Yes.
But that could be fun too, right?
Yes.
Good.
Here you go.
Okay. So that's Thomas the Tank Engine, and of course, you know, it's one of those things, and well, I guess I kind of have mixed feelings about the marketing aspect of it, because, you know, once they get into the book, boy, they're going to want the track, and then they're going to want the train engine and the bridge and the crane, and so it is a huge marketing thing, you know, and you know, I guess I kind of got mixed feelings about that, but I think they are probably more wholesome toys than some other choices you could make.
Yes.
You know, a lot of the Thomas products that go with the books they're wooden, you know, old style wooden toys.
Yes.
You
No
know,
sounds, no buttons to push, no batteries.
right?
Yeah.
But he still seems to enjoy playing with them.
Oh, he loves them.
You know, even though I think the wooden ones are becoming more and more difficult to find in the stores.
Yes. They're more collectible than the plastic
Yeah,
and the
and they
metal.
are collectible. You know, so if you have older ones, you know, from way back when, they can well be worth something. Which I see them, you know, occasionally, but not too often. I don't recall the original author's name right off, but it's been at least 60 years that Thomas the Tank Engine's been around.
Landry.
Landry, maybe.
Landry.
I think. Landry.
Reverend
but-
W. Audrey, excuse me.
Right, but moving on, we've got a few more books. Here's another little collection. Let me see if I can pull all these up here without actually dropping them.
Manners always matter, I believe.
These are Manners Always Matter, and we could get a quick shot.
I need the microphone right now.
Yep. May I help is one. Please is two. Be honest. Let's be friends. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Thank you. There's an important one.
Yes.
Let's share. Be patient. Play nice. Well, these are some wonderful little books. Once again, you got your little animal characters, which to me are so adorable. Stuart really, really likes these books. He's always asking to have them. And I think, in my opinion, they've actually made a difference.
Well,
Tell us, Stuart. Tell us what you think about them.
Can you tell me which one is your favorite?
help me.
May I help?
May I help?
I help, yes. And
And
why? Can you tell us why? Why you like this one so much?
Well, it's how it goes.
Is it because you like helping?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, I couldn't get my cart with the books on it and my cameras into the studio today without him lending a hand. And
The mic offense.
okay.
You talking to it?
Yeah, see, I have my own mic right here. Okay, but this one's for little boys who are a little bit wild. All right. I like them anyway because they're easy to read. The print's big enough for someone with my own particular vision issues. I can actually see it well enough to read it to Stuart, which I like. And the artwork is fun. You know, the characters are fun. And it's a whole set, and it kind of covers the whole range. And I think it's actually made a difference.
Yes, actually it does. If he has a late evening, these books, I can read them in less than 5 minutes, and he's happy. He's happy with one, and he can go to sleep, which is a wonderful thing for a mother.
Yeah, right, for sure.
Yeah.
How about another one? We talked earlier about the why does it float? This is another one. What makes day and night? Another Just Ask book, and more of his favorites. I won't spend too much time on this one. I think we'll move on. Just another example. Oh, here's a classic. Do you like this one?
Yeah.
Who could forget Dr. Seuss? Now, I grew up on it. You know, you did.
I grew up on it.
You know,
yes.
I don't think there's a kid in the universe that dislikes Dr. Seuss. You know, and this is Green Eggs and Ham. And if there's ever been a little boy who was a picky eater, he's sitting right here at this table.
Yes.
But, you know, I think after he read this, he was willing to try a few other things. No, I didn't.
What's so beautiful about that book?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually made green eggs at home or a green ham yet, but maybe I should try that sometime. But I've always enjoyed Dr. Seuss. I've always enjoyed the artwork because it was so unique and so special. We'll get to that one, sweetie. And of course, there's so many Dr. Seuss books. Tell me what you think about that one.
Well, this book
Sam, I am.
is a good story reader book.
It's a good story book.
Good story book. And
Can you tell Mommy why that you like this book?
no, I don't like it.
Oh,
Wow.
really? Well, you know, that's how it is when you're 4 years old. You know, from one second to
can
another,
like-
your tastes change so quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your favorite color can happen several times a day.
That's right. You know, but he certainly has an imagination. And
Okay, book. Well
Okay.
done. Give me another one.
okay, I think I'll do that. Oh, here's one that I really like. Okay, here, you take the mic. All right. This one's called Safe at Home, Indoor Safety, Flashing Lights and Fun Sounds. And I know Stuart asks for this one a lot, but it's great. What should you do after playing with your toys? And it gives you 3 choices. Ask your parents or guardian to pick them up, leave them there for others to step on and trip over, pick them up so others won't get hurt by stepping or tripping on them.
3.
So it's 3, right?
It's
Find out. Yes.
So when you push the right answer,
It says correct.
it says correct and it whistles and yells and
Yeah.
and so it's interactive. And I think the interactive books are just wonderful. And what's the first thing you should do before getting in the tub? Check the water and so on. So
Yeah, that's cool. I just mic off.
all right. So safe at home,
mine.
indoor safety. This one, I wonder who wrote this, you know. And I'm looking at it and I'm not seeing the author, but
Bottom back.
anyway,
Switch.
safe at home. You know,
Well, okay.
do we have the story reader?
Camera 2.
No.
Okay.
No.
Switch.
Okay.
Created by Smart Kids Publishing. That
Okay.
doesn't really tell us.
I want them to go to camera 2.
I'm sure the director's doing his job, sweetie.
Well, when
Don't
you
worry,
know
someday
enough,
you
you
can
can
direct
course.
also. Yeah.
I just want
Okay.
that one.
This one's about Blue's Clues. Do you like Blue's Clues?
Yeah, I like Blue's Clues.
My Pet Turtle. Now Blue's Clues is another tie-in with a television program and so on.
Yes.
And the whole marketing
once
thing
again.
and all of that.
Yeah.
But this is a book that's a rebus. Now a rebus is where you have words that are of course letters, but there'll be in the sentence one word replaced with a picture. And so it's like, a B for the word B-E, and things like that. And so in this case, they'll have a picture of a thing, and they'll actually write the word underneath it. So they can learn to associate the image of a thing with the name for it, and so on. And it helps them learn to read. And Stuart has quite a collection of these style books, and he's really enjoyed those a lot. Okay, and here's an example. What's it say right here?
I want that one.
Well, we'll get to that one, honey. I'm kind of saving that one.
Okay.
All right, here, see. Hello, I am...
Blue.
Have you met my pet?
Turtle.
Turquoise is the name of the turtle. Okay? And you could work with your child that way and give him a chance. Okay. Turquoise was a birthday
Present.
from Steve. And it's interactive and it's fun. There's no batteries required for this type of book, which I actually like.
Well, it's
some of the others.
parent-child interaction, and that is very important.
Let's get to this one now.
Well, Stuart is so eager to move on to this book, and so we'll do this one next. This is another one where every time we went into this particular location, he would run to it, grab it off the shelf, and start begging and jumping up and down. And of course, after months and months and months, Mommy and Daddy finally broke down. But it's Uncover the Human Body. And now there's a whole series of these books, not just the human body, but I believe, wasn't there another one? Is there another one like this? That's a snake book, I think?
Cobra.
Cobra. And was there another one? A shark, I think?
Shark.
Yeah. And so there's a series of them, right?
T-Rex.
Tyrannosaurus. But what it is, it's a plastic book, and as you open it and go through it, it takes the different pieces and parts and the layers of the body, the organs and so on, and describes them and talks about them. And while at 4 years old, a lot of this might be beyond him, he understands a surprising amount of it.
Yes.
It's really been amazing in watching him learn about it and
body book.
the amount of curiosity he's had about this, and that has just fascinated me. But it kind of goes through the different parts, and you can see how you're made, how you put together. Oops. I wish I'd have seen that coming. So, Stuart, tell us what you think about that book, the Human Body book.
Well, I like the shape of the bones.
Okay. What are these bones right here? Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand right here. What are these bones right here?
I don't know.
Oh, you told me what's for. Remember? Remember? What are those bones?
I don't remember.
Okay, little stage fright, but that's okay. But he has been asking me the names of them, and sometimes he'll point at the bones, and
This one, the skull.
that's right. That's a good one.
Very good.
What about this bone up here? Remember that one?
The uterus.
Humerus. Good. See, he's coming along. He's getting there. He's learning. Do you remember these yet? Remember what those are? Starts with a F sound. Phalanges, right?
Phalanges.
Yeah, see, I'll tell you what, I get up here and I forget stuff too. As soon as that tally light and that camera comes on, I'm in another world. But moving on.
Time book.
This one's called It's About Time. And of course, every child wants to learn how to tell time. At least every parent hopes their child wants to learn how. Because, of course, they live in a very different time continuum from us.
Stuart shows extreme promise on that. I was very slow with it. I was not able to do that until third grade. I was very slow, but Stuart is already telling me what time it is, and I'm so happy.
But of course, once more, these wonderful interactive books, which didn't exist when I was a child, and I'm so jealous of his world that he lives in. That he has so much, to experiment with and to learn, and these kinds of books I think are just invaluable. And how can a child have too many books?
No, I don't think that's possible.
What do you have over there? There's some children's books over there, aren't there?
This one is a wonderful book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
To it.
Okay.
Stuart likes that book.
Tell us what you think
very
about this book.
Well, the hungry caterpillar looks for food. And it means that, look at this.
He's going to show you. You open it up, and there's a story about a caterpillar that was so hungry.
Okay, he ate this. He ate an apple. He done wanted. Pears, done.
Keep going.
What are those? I don't know.
Plums.
Plums.
Yep.
And then he was done.
And then what did he eat?
Strawberries.
Uh-huh.
He was done.
Okay, keep going.
Oranges. He
Yeah.
was done. Now he ate some chocolate cake, ice cream cone, pickle, Swiss cheese, bologna,
Uh-huh.
a lollipop, some pie, a sausage, a muffin, and a watermelon. He had a tummy ache.
He got a tummy ache. I guess he did, right?
Yeah.
And then he ate
One green leaf.
one nice green leaf.
And what happened then?
He feel much better.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
1,
But the most
2,
important...
3, 4, 5.
Good. And then what happened?
And then what happened?
He became a fat caterpillar, remember?
Get into a cone, then
Cocoon.
Cocoon.
And then what happened?
He
What happened?
pushed himself out, and then boop, a little butterfly.
He became a butterfly. Well, you can tell Stuart really likes this book. And it's a classic. It's been around for quite a while, I believe.
Yes, since I
And
was a little girl, because I had it too. Yes.
And it's fun because they actually have the little hole through each page, you know. I can remember when I was little, the first time I picked up a book and there was a hole through the page, and I had to go ask Mommy, what's this? And she told me about bookworms. You know, of course, she called me one because I was one.
My mother,
You know.
my mother called me that as well, actually.
Cats next.
Okay.
Actually, what is interesting here is that these are both the same author, so you may want to
Okay.
go with that
Oh, yeah,
one
let me
next.
mention that. The Very Hungry Caterpillar was by Eric Carle, C-A-R-L-E, Carly or Carl.
Carly, I believe.
Yeah. And the other one is The Grouchy Ladybug. Oh, you know, this is one that I really like.
Oh, yes.
And Stuart, you want to hang on to this for me? I know we're giving our audio man a real challenge tonight, keeping up with the mics, moving around and everything, but we've got the best in the business working for us tonight, so we appreciate that so much.
John,
This is...
wait.
Why wait?
Dog Fruitus.
Okay, you want to talk about that one? Well, okay.
Well,
Stuart's here. This
the
is
Aristocats
Make a
I
Stuart show?
like. Now.
He likes the Aristocats.
Why?
Okay. Why
us
I
about
like the Aristocats is because of the little kittens in it.
You like little kittens?
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Well, see, there's a clue. I guess he likes the book so much he wanted to move right on to it.
Well, he likes animals, dogs, cats, any cartoon or
like mouse.
book-oriented, or, around
Sis, I like
animals he
mousey.
loves.
I think I remember he had a kitten book in the car the other day that he wanted you to read to him
Cats
extra.
and kittens.
Cats and kittens.
And it educates you about cats and kittens and
that's
how they are, what they are, why the
Pills,
breeds, etc. Yeah.
drinking pills. Cats drink their milk.
And the doggies.
And the doggies, they have motorcycle chasers.
Are
Yes,
they?
they are.
And there you are.
That's in the car. He had the car. That's
And what you like about this book best is
the kittens.
the kittens.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, good. You told us all about it.
Well, thank you,
Let's,
Stuart.
Oh, there's more to tell.
There's more to tell?
All of her kittens. But
Okay.
they were somewhere else.
They were lost.
They were lost.
Right. Okay.
And there's another cat. He got kind of mean, but
I'll
Okay.
hold it for you.
Okay.
but
There was another kitty that helped them. See,
another
he helped
kitty.
What's unusual about this is even though he has the video
No, it
version,
wasn't.
well, I mean, seen the video version,
Yes.
I actually believe he enjoys the book more,
Yes.
which may not be the case in every instance,
Yeah.
but I think it is in this case. He actually seems to like the book better. I guess you can back up easier and kind
Yes.
of linger over each image.
And
each page.
sometimes he will want the same page twice.
Some of these are different looking Persian.
And they hear-
See, that's a Persian.
And they
Like
hear
the
music.
artwork.
Yes, he hear. You.
It's kitties.
Of course, it's Disney. It's completely Disney, and it looks every aspect of it is Disney, which is fine. But this is a little bit more like the classic Disney, you know, like a Lady and the Tramp and 101 Dalmatians and all that.
Pinocchio.
And
Yeah.
some of the newer stuff
It's
doesn't seem to inspire me quite like the old stuff did.
He does not like Lion King. He doesn't care much for it.
No, I
frankly.
like Lion King.
Well,
like you
you've
said,
been telling.
change this fast. Right? What can you do?
Yeah, fruit for the horse. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And they're
You
all
did that
happy in
one.
the end.
And
See?
they're all happy in the end, right?
There.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
happy at the end.
Okay. I want to mention. I was going to mention this in a minute ago. I'm going to come back to it real quick. The grouchy ladybug, and this is this tiny little ladybug who goes out and wants to pick a fight, and can't seem to find anything big enough to fight. You know,
And she's
and
all day long.
and all day long
Right.
trying to start a fight, and and finally in the end she picks a fight with a whale, you know. And of course the whale's a big whale, they don't even notice, right?
Swats her and doesn't
You know.
even realize it. Yeah.
But in the end, of course, she gets tired of trying to pick a fight and finally makes friends with somebody, and turns out
with
didn't
the
want to fight.
ladybug in the beginning.
Right? Turns out not to want to be a fighter after all. So it's got good moral value to it.
Absolutely.
Last one on this side.
I like Eric Carley's
Okay.
books. They're
So
wonderful.
we're coming up close on the end here, and this is one of my favorites here. Mama Don't Allow, you know, and it's a little bit of a kind of a Cajun styled humor. Get a quick shot of that, you know, and it's a story about playing that loud rock and roll, and Mama don't want to hear it.
Yes.
You know, and the swamp band.
The
and all of
Gators
that.
wanted to
This
hear it.
reminds me of my growing up and being a child so much. And I'm also going to jump right over real quick to my absolute favorite one.
Never heard
You
of
know.
the names.
Hey, Stuart, remember this one? I talked about this in our last children's book show. And this is a reprint of one from the 50s that I found in LAX when I was out there to do a national show. And I just absolutely love this book. It's The Brave Cowboy by Joan Walsh Anglin. And there's a little cowboy. He's got what's really happening in his imagination, 2 different colors. There's the story. It's about a little boy and as he goes through his day. And he goes out to pretend to be a cowboy and save the day. And it's absolutely wonderful. And Stuart has had this book read to him thousands of times. He still asks for it. And that was a quick rush through children's books with my family
Where's the
and my own
sticker?
favorite little monkey here. And we can't tell you how much fun this has been. And we hope that you'll come back and see us again real soon for some more book talk.